Whenever I get my hair washed at a salon, I close my eyes because I don't want to make eye contact with the stylist. Oh, perfectly normal. I'm worried the stylist will think I'm some perv if I close my eyes, but I'm also worried it'll be worse if I look. Oh, man. I sometimes close my eyes while getting a haircut for the same reason. Is that weird? Am I creepy? If you walked into a salon and saw someone with their eyes closed getting a haircut, what would you do? That's from Eyes Wide Shut in Shanghai. Cool. I don't know that we've ever had a question from Shanghai before.
Yes.
That's neat.
I think, and I don't know, maybe I'm in the wrong here, but I think it's way weirder to be sitting there with because you have two options if you keep your eyes open. One, stare straight ahead, which is, after a long period of time, weird. Two,
weird.
Track what they're doing with your eyes, which is even weirder.
Yeah. All right. Hey, everybody.
Eye contact, unbroken eye contact. That's
no good. Yeah, there's another way. Here's everybody on a monthly basis. You have to come to me and sit down in front of me, supplicating yourself to me while I touch your hair for a half hour. In this situation, there are infinite imaginable vectors through which things can become uncomfortable. Right? I think that's fair to say, right? This scenario, getting the haircut, it can be very uncomfortable, which is why, like, for me, I have had the same hairstylist now for a few years. It's like one of the longer streaks I've had with a hairstylist. And it is largely, she does a great job cutting my hair, but the reason I decided to stay is because I had found comfort there. I had found a routine that was comfortable. It's a huge selling point. So I don't think this is not like a travesty, right? Like, this person closes their eyes when they get a haircut. I'm sure that your hairstylist has seen weirder things because it's an inherently strange human flaw that these weird, sticky, itchy things keep coming out of our heads and other parts of our body that we wish they just would stop for like a minute so I could get a handle on it.
I think you've just made this is, I think, a fun thing that you could do to break the ice with the new hairstylist. Is you sit down and there's a little bit of tension, because it's new and you don't want to talk about the first time they cut hair, scream in pain.
Oh,
that's interesting.
And then you're both going to have a good laugh about that because they're going to jump, or you say like, okay, can I have a minute? And then you say an individual goodbye to each hair they've just cut. They make the second cut.
Could
you
be
do
good.
it again. You repeat that over and over again.
What if you have a bunch of little bones sticking out of your scalp with your mixed in with your hair?
Oh, that's fun.
Just to mix it up, like your King Koopa from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Maybe you have a few double dare flags in there.
Cool.
And so as they're digging around, they find one. You're like, you're going to space camp.
Oh, maybe like as they cut it shorter and shorter, you've written a message on your scalp that says like too short.
Too short.
And they're like,
short.
Oh no,
start over.
Try again.
Maybe one thing you could do would be to, as the haircut progresses, continually compare yourself to other celebrities. Like, oh, nice, just like Eddie from the Munsters.
Nice.
Or, oh, nice, just like Patrick from SpongeBob. Like, just continually, he doesn't have hair, so that wasn't like ideal, but you get the idea.
That's really great.
Just like Lance Hendrickson in Aliens.
I think giving the hairstylist an activity to do while they're cutting, as we are suggesting universally here, giving them something to occupy themselves, like a child on a road trip, is definitely the right way to go. So you can so you can just close your eyes and have a good anxiety nap.
Mm-hmm.
Here's all I'm saying. I used to talk a lot on this show about social anxiety, right?
Before you got cool. Hey!
Now I think I don't think of people who have social anxiety and don't know what to say. I don't think those people exist anymore. You know how I label them now? People who haven't memorized 50 riddles.
Ooh.
If you have memorized, hear me out. If you've memorized 50 riddles, you'll never be in a conversation or social situation where you don't know the perfect thing to say, because it's probably a riddle.
One of your 50 riddles, yeah.
One of the 50 riddles, one of them is probably somewhat applicable to the situation. There's no such thing as comfortable and uncomfortable socially. There's people who are comfortable socially, and people who haven't memorized 50 riddles.
So then,
because if you've memorized 50 riddles, that is going to be the perfect icebreaker. It's fun. What a fun brain teaser. While I'm cutting hair, I get to try to unravel your mysteries.
Right.
I think it would be great to memorize some riddles.
and then,
And added benefit, if you find somebody who has memorized the exact same 50 riddles as you marry
Unlikely.
them.
that's another option.
That's
or
how you know.
if you see your hairstylist for long enough that when they finally solve that 50th riddle, you can take their hands and look at them and say, "Thank you." And then you transform into a wind serpent and you fly out of the salon.
Mm-hmm.
And you never
But
go
then
back.
you're back a month later.
with 50 more hot new riddles.
And you also bring their aunt back from the dead.
Yes.
That is, yes.
But only if they get the riddles right. You
Yeah,
don't get the
of
dead
course.
aunt back if you get 49 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. For each
Aunt stays dead.
For each one you'll miss, another ant's gotta go. Because that's the wind serpent's curse. And you should have known that before you agreed to take me on as a client at this Supercuts. You work at Supercuts? You should.
That's day one in the
Unfortunate.
orientation.
You work at Supercuts? You're gonna lose a few ants to some cursed wind serpents. That's just in the manual, man.
That's what they always say. You can't work at Supercuts without losing a few ants.